Hey guys, just real quick, I posted an announcement video earlier this week about the book club with me, Oshale, and Troy Nicole. Would love for you guys to check it out. I will definitely have some information for you guys in the description box in this video. Check it out. Hi guys, I just welcome you guys all back to my channel and Happy New Year to everyone. Like, we're actually in 2019 now and I have a lot of things coming. So we'll see like how successful, but today we are here to talk about my 2019 book goals and my January TBR. I know somebody is going to ask eventually, well, my actual camera battery is about to die. This is a great way to start 2019. Hold on. So like I was saying, somebody is going to ask, and I am wearing the NYX Strictly Vinyl Lip Gloss in Rebel. 2018 reading wise was a fantastic year for me. I think I read a total of 68 books, including the Bible. So I'm really proud of myself for that. It's my first year ever reading the Bible in chronological order, and bruh, it was interesting. So my goals for 2019 is that I want to read 75 books. I don't really know what that means per month, and honestly, if I make it, cool. If I don't, oh well, because we all know we go through slumps, and December was definitely a slump for me in terms of books, which reminds me, we should probably also quickly discuss that. So let's just talk about the books that I actually managed to read in December 2018. So I picked this up, like I said, I listened to the audiobook at work, and to be very honest with you guys, I don't understand the hype behind this book. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying that it took a very long time for me to get invested in the story. It focuses on a guy. They call him Strange the Dreamer, and he gets picked to go to this lost world, basically where the city was. Wow, the camera is flipping out. The city was originally ran by gods, but they killed the gods, and once they killed the gods, it like took away like their whole being, basically. So he ends up going, and their whole mission is to like figure out how to save this city, but it turns out that there are also living children of the gods that they killed there, so you're like learning about their dynamic. And I guess the best way to put it is that once I understood what was actually happening, I enjoyed it. But to be honest, I'm trying to figure out where I know it was like 100 pages in before things started making sense. And this book is well over 500 pages. So I guess because of that, that was only like 1/5 of the book, so it's technically not that bad. But I do remember, audiobook wise, I think I got to like audiobook, the CD like 7 before I was like, okay, I need to know what's happening. Will I read the sequel? Absolutely. Will I actually buy this book to go on my bookshelf? I'm not quite sure, to be honest. It didn't drive me. I'm not like, as you guys can tell, I'm not really super excited about this book. So because of that, I feel like, wow, everything is failing. Oh my gosh. 1 second again. Okay, I got a new battery for my light. It is pouring down rain, so I can't even use natural light. Your girl is struggling today. But what I think I was saying was that I'm intrigued. And ironically, I'm intrigued about one of the side characters, not the main two characters. And I don't know, if anybody else has read this book, let me know what you think. But I'm actually reading the second book because of the side character. Like, her story is so much more dynamic than the two main characters. I feel like she's like that hidden horse of the story, but she has such a major impact on the main two characters that I'm invested. So I will be reading Muse of Nightmares. We'll see. We'll see what I think about it. I still really like the cover of the second book, so who knows? But yeah, Strange Dreamer. Okay, so I read a bunch of graphic novels this last month because I was traveling a lot. So first, let's talk about Saga. So I read Saga Part 1, which I forgot which volumes they are, honestly. But on Hoopla, this month I read volume 2, 3, 4. No, 2, 3, and 4, because I didn't start 5. I read 2, 3, and 4 while I was on the plane. Saga is like, if Saga was a show on TV, I would be thoroughly invested. I really, really, really like this comic or this graphic novel. The funniest thing is, when I'm on the plane, and if you ever read Saga, you know that there are some very wild scenes. They don't shy away from sexual scenes or porn or anything of that nature. And there is a type of people who are like robots and their faces are computer screens. And sometimes what they show on these computer screens are wild. And so when you're like on an airplane, I'm sure the lady next to me was like, what is she reading? Because I think for like one part of volume 3, I was like, whew, let me quickly just scroll past that. Oops. Oh, whoa, this is a big orgy. Awesome. So yeah, all in all, I am gonna definitely finish Saga this year. I loved it. I think that more people don't talk, like, am I just not aware that people will talk about Saga somewhere else? Because I really like it. I think it's really good. I think it's really interesting. The two main characters, so Alana and Mako. I'm probably messing up their names because I read it in the comic. But their story, like even the way that it's written from the standpoint of the daughter. I'm assuming she's much, much older when she's telling the story, but it feels like you could watch this on TV as episodes because she does commentary and everything. It's like, this is the story of how my parents broke up or how my parents left each other. And you're like, hold on, like they're supposed to be this romantic love story. Now they're breaking up. What is happening? So yeah, it's really good. I highly recommend Saga. You can actually get it on Hoopla. I read it on my iPad Pro because it's big enough, but I'm sure you could. I mean, I've seen the big volume graphic novels at Barnes and Nobles too. I might actually buy the big set where it comes with, I think it's like volumes 1 through 8. I think I might buy it because it actually is a good graphic novel that I would recommend to other people. So I kind of want it. I kind of want a shelf devoted to just graphic novels and mangas, but we'll see. Speaking of another graphic novel that I read, it is this the right one? It's not. Hold on. Now, you guys know in 2018, I definitely read the Lunar Chronicles, which I loved. I actually think I might read that series again this year, or at least listen to it at work, because it is a good series to listen to. But I read the first graphic novel, which is Wire and Nerves, Volume 1. This focuses on Aiko. She is basically Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like, she's going around collecting the rogue wolves from the lunar colony and trying to get them back on Lunar so that they can keep the peace treaty between Earth and Luna going. In it, you get to see like Cress, and you get to see all the old characters, obviously. But it's an interesting take because it's told from the standpoint of Aiko, who is technically an AI. You know, she's just artificial intelligence, but because of her personality chip glitch, she shows a lot more human capabilities. Like, this isn't iRobot, but they're actually like trying to explain her story and about why her personality chip is the way that it is. So definitely looking forward to reading the second one. I wish that there were more Lunar Chronicle things to read. Like, it's just one of those series. It's just really good that I just really enjoy. Like, it's a series I will actually reread. It's on that level for me. So yeah, I'm gonna read the next one too. The last book that I read was A Twisted Tale by Liz Braswell, I think. Basically, it's imagine the Disney movies, and it's like, what if something else happened? So in this particular one, this is the story of Aladdin, but it's what if Jafar actually managed to like take over everything. So Jafar. How do I explain this? It was good because, you know, you already know the story of Aladdin, so you're like, you imagine the characters, because we're all Disney kids, so we grew up with that particular thing, so we could imagine everything in our heads, except for the genie is not as happy as he was in the movie. Jasmine is a G. Jafar has some level of schizophrenia. I don't know, but I do like the twist. So instead of a happily ever after, Jafar actually becomes Sultan, and he's also a sorcerer while he's Sultan. So he just starts doing some real like dictator level moves, while Jasmine becomes the rebel leader of the street rats, and those are the people that try to take him on. It was interesting. I listened to it the week that I went to Winter Plannerland, and I actually really enjoyed it. I will be reading the next one. It's either The Sleeping Beauty, I think it's like What If She Never Woke Up or something. I can't remember which one it is next, but that won't be till February, because the lineup for this month is pretty thick. Okay, so we got that out the way. Like I said, I did not read a whole lot in December. I was spending time with my family and just taking a break from everything. So I have some books that we should talk about. Let's see, I have 6. I have 6 books written down because you guys know. I have my reading planner that I got in my Owl Crate box. So I did write down the new releases that are coming out. I'm sorry, my light is super bright. So this is all the books that I'm interested in that are coming out in January. So there are 14 books that I'm interested in. I might end up adding more. And then I have my monthly TBR right here. So the first book on the list is The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chotsky. This is the book that I am guessing is going to be in the January Owl Crate, so I won't even have to buy it, so I'm very excited. But basically, it's a story set in Paris where an unlikely crew come together and they have to like find a treasure and stuff. I'm intrigued. Also, this... hopefully I'll figure out which ones it is, but I'm doing this Harry Potter reading challenge from one of the Harry Potter groups that I'm a part of on Facebook. Yes, those things are real. And I got to figure out what this qualifies for, because I'm trying to get to Hermione level. So if I remember, I'll try to leave the name of the Facebook group down below, and then write the name of the challenge so you could just search it when you join the group. But yeah, I got to print it out and put it somewhere so I can mark off which ones make what. So remind me. The next book is Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody. I got the sampler to the sequel of Ace of Shades in my last Owl Crate box, and for some reason now I'm intrigued to read it. I haven't really heard anybody talk about Ace of Shades or anything. I haven't figured out what book I'm reviewing for my makeup book review this month, so I'm trying to give myself some variety so I can pick one to talk about and do a makeup look with. The next one that I'm reading is Truthwitch by Susan Denon. I think Blood Witch comes out this month, but I haven't read any of the other ones, and I'm not gonna lie, the first time that I saw Truthwitch, the only reason that I was drawn to it is because there's a black woman on the cover. I know some people judge me and try to say that I'm reverse racist for like always going so hard for black women, but whatever. That's legit why, and it's coming out with more books, and again, it's not a book that the booktubers that I watch talk about, but I'm trying to expand more. So Truthwitch. The next book that I'm going to read is Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Nugin. Can't pronounce her name. This came in the first Owl Crate box that I got. I have been seeing a lot. I haven't watched the videos, but I've been seeing a lot of mixed reviews about this book, and I've decided that I am also going to add my opinion on this book. So as of right now, this might be a contender for a makeup book review, but as always, I'll let you guys pick, after this video. But yeah, I think I've already talked about this book before. If you haven't heard about this book already, it was all over BookTube at one point. It says, each year 8 beautiful girls are chosen as paper girls to serve the king. It's the highest honor they could hope for and the most demeaning. This year there's a 9th, and instead of paper, she's made of fire. So I know that there is like a trigger warning which I didn't even know books did trigger warnings, I'm gonna be honest, but apparently there's like a trigger warning for sexual assault and other things in this book, but I'll let you guys know what I think in my wrap up for next month. The next book that I'm reading is Muse of Nightmares by Lani Taylor. That is the sequel to Strange the Dreamer that I was talking about earlier. I'm gonna do a Strange the Dreamer, I guess, like full book review when I finish the whole series. But I'm intrigued, as I said before, about the second or the sub character to the main two characters. Her story to me is interesting. I'm more interested to see how she develops. Like, she's kind of crazy. No, she's not kind of crazy. She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but I am very intrigued to see how she plays out. So the audiobook that I will be listening to at work is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, because I wasn't even at work much December, so I ain't listening to nothing. But yeah, that's the first audiobook that I'll be listening to. And then the last book that is on my list is Wire and Nerves Volume 2. Like I said, I'm kind of jumping to a graphic novel switch up. I'm trying to stay with some books, but your girl really wants to just read graphic novels right now, so we're doing Volume 2, which is Gone Rogue. I'm guessing, I forgot where the second one ended. Hold on. Okay, so this takes right after the first one, obviously, and it's Aiko dealing with the fact that the wolves that are escaping are coming together and taking hostages, and things that apparently are getting real. So we'll see how this plays out. But yeah, so I've been talking for like 13 minutes. Hopefully we'll edit this down to 10. I'm going to leave the list of books that I'm reading down below for this month. If you want me to do a makeup book review on a particular book, please leave a comment down below, and the most voted one will be the one that I do for this month. So again, thank you guys so much for watching my channel, and until the next time, guys, bye.